Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be learning how to go about the cutting and sewing of a reversible brim hat. A reversible brim hat is this type of hat that has two different sides that you can rock differently, just like this one you're seeing on the screen. So to make a reversible brim hat, you're going to need two different fabric, either two different color or two different prints. So I'm going to be using an African print, also known as Ankara fabric. Then I'm also going to be using a plain black fabric. Then I added a fusible interface to the wrong side of the Ankara fabric, and I do not bother to add to the black because the black fabric is a bit thicker than that of the Ankara print. That pattern is going to be divided into three. We have the crown, we have the band, which is also known as the body, and we have the brim itself. Take your ear circumference measurement, and whatever you get, you add about 1 inch to it for the ease allowance in case you want to wear it when you have your braids on or you have a wigs on. The first thing is to cut out the crown. Fold your paper into 4, then you're going to divide the ear circumference you measured earlier by 6.28, just like we calculate whenever we want to cut a circle. So whatever you get, you measure from this edge all round and you connect together. So once you connect like this, you cut it out, and after cutting, I'm going to label it A, and I'm also going to write the crown. To cut the band now, you're going to use the ear circumference measurement divided by 2. I already draw a straight line vertically and horizontally because I wanted to start my measurement from a straight line. 11.25 inches, which is the half of the measurement I measured earlier. Then I'm going to decide on the height, which is 3 inches. And you're going to connect the points together like so. After this, you're going to add your sewing allowance, half an inch. You can decide to add the allowance on your pattern, and you can also decide to add on the fabric. So then I'm also going to label it the band or the body. Then this is going to be B. Either cut on fold or you just cut two pieces, then you add the sewing allowance on both sides. So guys, I'm done doing that, and the last one we're going to be doing is to cut the brim. And instead of folding your paper into 4 like we did for the crown, you're just going to have just one piece like this. So this time around, you're going to divide the edge circumference by 3.14 instead of 6.28. Remember, it's an half circle. Whatever you get, you measure from this edge and you measure round like so, just like you see me doing the way we did for the circle. Then you connect the points together. After you're done with that, you're going to decide on the height of the brim, or the wideness of the brim rather. You measure round. So for this one, I'm going to take 3 inches and I'm going to measure all round. I'm going to measure all around and I'm going to connect the points together. You can either add the allowance on the pattern for all of the pattern piece, and you can also add it on the actual fabric. Here are the pattern piece. So I'm going to transfer this pattern to the fabric, and the ones I do not have sewing allowance, I already transferred the pattern to the fabric, and here is what it's going to look like. We have the crown. I cut one of each of this fabric. Remember, we are using two different fabric. Okay, so whatever fabric you're working with, you're just going to cut according to your pattern, and you're going to add sewing allowance to the necessary points. First thing I'm going to start is to fold this crown like this, and I'm going to notch the two edge just to know the center, because we needed to find a point where we're going to start the sewing and where we're going to stop it. This crown is going to be joined or attached to the band, and after that we're going to attach to the brim. So the first thing now is to join the band together, that is the B, the pattern B. You're going to join it together. If you do not cut on fold, you're going to join two sides, and if you cut on fold, that means you have to join one side. And what I'm going to do next, this point where we have our joining, we're going to place it on this point that we notched earlier. I'm going to pin it and I'm going to join it all around. So you're going to place that part. It's just like you are placing the middle on the middle, just like you're trying to align the points together, so we have accurate measurement all around. So when you're sewing this, you need to take your time because it's a circle that you're attaching to a straight line, so it's going to be a bit technical. You just have to relax, take your time and do it carefully. Now guys, I'm done doing that, and this is what it's going to look like. Okay, so once you're done doing this, then you can now attach the brim to the body. So Doing this, you're going to repeat the same process, aligning the center to the center. So you're going to align the joining to the joining. I just hope you understand my point. Just watch what I'm doing closely. Align it like so, then you sew it round again with your added sewing allowance. When you're done doing this, you are going to do the same thing to the other fabric that you want to use. The same process applies to the other fabric sets that you cut. Then once you're done, you're going to use the fabric to turn the other fabric. To do that now, you're going to place the right side of each of the fabric together. You align the brim and you're going to sew it all around. When you're almost done with the sewing, you leave about 1 inch allowance, and that's where you're going to return in the hat from, because we needed a space to bring out the fabric, okay, because we wanted to do an inseam finishing. So this time around, you might need to pin all round just like I just did now. Then you sew it all round. Remember to leave about 1 inch allowance. So after which you're done, this is what it's going to look like. You want to give it a proper press so that the seams can relax and every other part is just going to relax as well. So this space that we turn it out from, you can just place an hemming gum in between, or you just stitch it. So once I'm done with that, now we're going to sew the edge of the brim, and we're going to sew about 5 to 10 lines depending on how much more you can do. This is to hold the two fabrics together and also to give it that style line or maybe sewing line that we used to see on the brim mat. So you can now decide on how much more lines you want, how much more space you want in between, and then how close you want it to be. So the least you can do is 0.25 between each lines, and the highest you can do is 0.5 inches between it. So I would suggest you do 0.25. That will make it looks more nice. So after sewing all the lines, this is what it's going to look like. I just hope you're familiar with these lines here. So as you can see, I do not have much line here. Okay, so this totally depends on choice. You can have as many lines as you want, but I guess it's not always more than this. Okay, brim mat is ready to be rocked in both ways, so you can just go ahead to make use of any fabric of your choice. And that'll be all for this tutorial. Thank you very much guys for watching. Do not forget to like this video by clicking on the like button, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I drop a new video, you'll be notified. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you are yet to do so. You know I like to hear from you, so kindly drop a comment for me, and if you have a video request, let me know in the comment section. Till we meet again in my next one. Bye bye.